we're going to start the tour of the house. The first thing we're going to do is walk to the end of the driveway. Heather and the boys went for a walk because we finally got a little bit of sun today, which is nice. And if I had my gimbal running, it wouldn't be so jumpy when I'm walking down this road, but I think one of the batteries is bad, so I'm going to order another one and see if that fixes it. Because with the gimbal, it's a camera stabilizer, and it allows you to walk around and everything's nice and smooth. Anyway, almost to the end of the road. Okay, this is Arctic Fox Road. And it goes down there. We got a couple neighbors down on that side over there. And then this is the lot from the front down to that white post you see down there. There it is, right there. You can see the markers. That's one side of the lot line. And then this to right there is the other side. So now we're walking up the driveway. Borough just came out and put our house number sign up, so now people know where we are. And you can see the Kubota right there. Had to pick that thing up because you ain't doing nothing in here unless you got a tractor. You can see this is all just, it's just last frontier. And this is the woods. You can see. And it is dense and thick and tangly. So I got the tractor so I could level stuff out and then keep this driveway flat. So this is the house. You can see we got the RV pad right there. Got the 30 amp service to the outside, so we just keep the RV plugged in. And that's the garage. And then you see the front of the house. And this part over to the right, that is the master bedroom. And then the first three windows on the bottom is the office. And the three windows up top is Abigail's room. And you can see the chandelier from the outside here. Let's see if I can get a good shot of that. Yep, all lit up so you can see it sparkling when you come out. And up here we just had trim lights put on. You can see that's going to be for Christmas time. These are Christmas lights. And they're programmable. And we got them on the house. Because in the wintertime, when it is snowing and icy, you can't get up here to put lights on. So these trim lights are like LEDs. And they just kind of stick out there. You can't see them. They kind of hide really well with the fascia. So it should be fun this winter when we finally get that all set up. And then I'll walk around back. You can see the Kubota. I got the box blade on the back there. And then the ballast box. for when you have heavy stuff you want to do. The forks, the pallet forks, and then the grapple. And this opens up and it's just like a big set of claws that grips stuff. Right now I got the bucket on, covered cab, really comfy. Air conditioning and heat. Because even though you're in the last frontier, no reason to be miserable. That bad boy is nice. And this pile of wood here is stuff that I've been digging up in the yard. So you can see how I've kind of flattened it out a little bit with the Kubota because it was rough. Right over here is where we do our little burn pile. Right there. And all this I dug up today when I was flattening out this part of it over here. So up here is our view of the mountain. And you can see it right there. There's Mount Redoubt. And that is the beautiful view that I get to look at every single day. And it is gorgeous. Got Mount Redoubt right there. And then off to that side, if I walked over, you could see Mount Iliamna. And then next to that, on this side over here, is Mount Spur. And that's the one that's going to erupt pretty soon. And then the back of the house, up you can see Heather and the boys come up. Back from their walk. And this is the back of the house. There's the master bedroom. And of course the back. We got the upstairs den, playroom slash the boys never leave. They call it the lounge. That's where they hang out most of the time. And off to the right we have the dining room. Up above with the windows up there is Henry's bedroom. And coming over here, we just planted our very first garden in Alaska ever. We had to go to a class and figure out how to do it. We went to the library and they had a guy that was telling us how you prepare the dirt. You got to mound it because it's really cold and this absorbs the heat. And then you have to add borax and lime and Epsom salt and 20-20-20 fertilizer, and then plant your plants. And hopefully the moose and the rabbits won't eat it, because we have both. And of course Heather's raspberry bush, it's looking pretty good. Probably going to get raspberries this year too. Looks great. Alright, so that is the outside tour. That takes us to, oops, lost a shoe. There, I just lost 2 shoes. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, there we go. To be continued.